proper. So I want you to open your heart, open your mind, and ensure that you catch something. And I pray that this time will not go in vain in your lives. I see you becoming great entrepreneurs because the Lord will give you ideas, great ideas that will announce you to your world in the name of Jesus. So this morning we have a guest lecturer in our midst. His name is Mr. Aboyade Oluwole. Can we put our hands together for him? He's going to take us on design thinking. So I want everyone to be quiet and be attentive. God bless you.
Thank you very much. Thank you for the opportunity to be in front of almost 3,000 students or more. So please clap for Covenant University. The best university in Nigeria, and I think we should be grateful for that privilege. Now, as you can see on the big screen over there, it says the entrepreneur. The entrepreneur. I want you to please write, and if you have a digital device, a smartphone or an iPad, you can record the class, you can do a video or an audio record. And you can share wherever you are learning in this class with anybody in time and space. That's how confident we are about what we teach you. Okay? So let's get to it. In the world we live today, you will be building with services and products. You will have to create, listen to the word, you will have to create products and services to solve both a local and a global problem. Okay? Even in your community, you will be identifying problems and you will be solving them. So quickly we're going to go into it, and for you to do that as an entrepreneur, you will need to have skills to do that. The skills to do that will have to come from creative intelligence. And that's why, don't move the slide yet. Don't move the slide, please. Just move the slide yet, okay? The ability to create products and services to solve both a local and a global problem will require you to have creative intelligence, which is also known as creativity and design as a discipline. By the time you get to your 400 levels, you will have the opportunity to come into my class to focus on creativity and design. And under that umbrella, you will be launching or igniting your design thinking with design minded. But before we do that, we are going to go through the process. So the question today, or the problem today, is that I have been given a task to bring the awareness of design thinking to over 3,000 students. That is the problem. How do you bring the awareness of design thinking to over 3,000 students here at Covenant University? That is the problem. So you have to use design thinking to solve problems, to create products, to create solutions, to design products that are edible, that are usable, that are durable, that are accessible, that are affordable. Okay?
It's all the concepts. Please come to this end. All the concepts.
So, all the concepts you're coming in. So now we're going to go into it. So to be the entrepreneur in today's world, you will need to understand what creativity and design is. Please move to the next slide. Now, creativity and design is the ability to come up with originality. Originality means that you should be able to come up with something that is easy to do, that can be accessible, that can be affordable to solve a problem. It's not just going to the internet space like Google to download images that is being created by others. And you can see that the image I'm using to do my slide is originally created by me. That is a Java apple. That is a Java apple, a native of the Asia community. Now, most of you have heard about JavaScript, which is also a computer language, right? Now, also there's something called nature to design. How many of you or who here can please tell me a company that is so popular today that has done nature to design? Anybody can give a shot at that? If you know of a company that have done nature to design, can you raise up your hand? Apple, please clap for Apple. Yes. Apple company, they did nature to design. That means they looked into the environment to look at something you are already used to, and then they just monetize the idea back to you as a software and also as an hardware. They use originality to solve your computing problems. That's design thinking. Next slide, please. Now, as we go into that, we have two types of entrepreneur. I remember the other time she was telling you about entrepreneur in this class. The two types of entrepreneur under creativity and design are creative entrepreneur and marketing entrepreneur. The creative entrepreneur is the person that creates maybe a t-shirt, the entrepreneur, like an artisan that creates the shoe, and so on. Those are creative entrepreneur. The marketing entrepreneur is the person that markets those products. They work hand in hand. Sometimes you might not be opportune to do both together. Okay? So you have to understand those two types of entrepreneurs. Next slide, please. Now here we're talking about design mind. Design mind is ability to see value and to create space for creation. To see values where others don't see value. To see opportunity where others don't see opportunity. Design mind is ability to create space for creation and see values where others do not see value. It helps you to ignite your design thinking. And that is why you have the fruit as a Java apple. When you eat a fruit, what do you feel from a fruit when you eat a fruit? You feel happy because it's sweet, right? You are like energized. That is what design mind does to design thinking. It energizes you to see opportunity where others don't see opportunity. That will then allow you to create products and services. Next slide. Design thinking is ability to solve both a local and global problem using creative spirituality and creative intelligence to create wealthy every stage of existence. That is the true meaning of design thinking. And notice over there, we have creative spirituality. We must emphasize that here. And that is why we are the #1 university in Nigeria today, is because of creative spirituality. You are in a spiritual ground. One more time, give it a clap. Please clap. Now, your creative spirituality will make you to stand out with your creative intelligence to create a wealthy state of existence when you create your product and your services. Next slide. Now, your design thinking process involves the following. The stages of the process involves the following. Empathize, define, ideate, prototype, test, and then if need be, you can repeat that process. So let's go into the next slide. Empathize is ability and skill of putting yourself in your customer's shoes or position yourself to understand the needs of your customer. Your customers come first. And remember, when you are designing, you are not designing for yourself. You are designing for who? For the customer. When you are designing a product, an application, a software, when you are engineering a robot, when you are creating maybe an artistic expression, people have to pay for it, right? So you are not designing for yourself. You are designing for who? For the customer. So what you are doing should be able to impact their life to give them that wealthy every stage of existence. That is what we're saying over here. Next slide. After you empathize and you put yourself in your customer's shoes, you'll be able to know what they need and how to solve that problem. At this stage, you start to define the problem. Okay? Let me give you an example of one of the students here at Covenant University in my class at 400 level. I gave them an assignment to use design thinking to create something to solve a problem in the school here. And she came up with an application called Find Me. Find Me is an application where Wherever your classmate is, you can just use the application to find your whereabouts. Now, she's not designing for Nigeria. She's designing for what? An immediate what? Community, where it is needed. So when you want to define, you must be able to narrow down what the problem really is. Not try to solve all the problems. Like in this case now, I've been given a task to introduce design thinking to you in a practical, easy way to understand. And that's why I'm not using the language of the internet or the images on the internet to create that design thinking awareness. Next slide, please. Ideas. Ideas is where you come up with ideas to create solutions to problems identified in the design stage. Here you now start to say, okay, the problem is for us to use design thinking to create awareness. But how are we going to create the awareness? You start to brainstorm with your friends. You already know the problem now. Your friends will start to give you different options. You will have to talk to people, engage the team, which is called the agile team. We're going to get to the agile team later as we go on. But in our creative journey, today we are focusing on the introduction to design thinking. And after the idea, next slide, we go to prototype. Prototype is the stage where that idea now, you must create something for us to see. Because once you don't create something, a sample for us to see, your intelligence, your idea is not visible. It's a fairy tale. And if your idea is a fairy tale, that means we can't see it. Your customers are not as educated as you are. Your customers are not what? As educated as you are. And remember, if you want to make money under profitability, you must be able to carry all the customers as what? Along. So remember now that in that process of prototyping, don't be afraid to make mistakes. It's not the final product. It's just a sample for the company to see if they can invest in it. It's a sample to test maybe within a group of 3 to 5 people to see if it is usable, if it is affordable, if it is accessible, if it is durable. Okay? So let's go to the next stage. The next stage, which is the last stage, we have 5 stages in design thinking. The last stage is the test stage. When you now test, you have to understand this. It is not the final product. In this stage, you will be getting comments that you are not happy about, that you might not even like. Some of them might even tell you you are stupid. Don't be mad. Okay? Don't be mad. That is why you have creative spirituality and creative intelligence. To be able to understand the problem of your what? Customers. Okay? So at this stage, when you get input from users, from fellow co-workers, from your family members, you will have to understand that whatever you are hearing, don't look at this as a negative input. Look at it as a positive what? Input. So you can see that at this stage, you are getting feedback about your product or your service, and you see how that plays here. Next stage. Now, creative adaptability you need to understand in today's world, because a lot of you will be dealing with artificial intelligence. Artificial intelligence will be doing a lot of the work most of you will be doing. If you don't understand this in the stage of design thinking, you will be missing the point. In the Western world, like America, Europe, and some other Asian world, they don't focus on creative adaptability and creative sustainability. It's because their environment is better than our environment. Our environment is unique to us as Africans. You need this to survive. There are environments here where they don't have the luxury of electricity. There are environments here where they don't have the luxury of drinking water. There are environments here where they don't have the even peace, ability to sit down with somebody else. They are fighting. There are environments here where food is very expensive. People are hungry. So you need creative adaptability and creative sustainability to survive in those environments as a design thinking designer. And also as what? As a creative designer. Now, how do you do that? So let's go to the next slide. Creative adaptability is of you like to sing, some of you football, some of you love robotics, some of you even like cooking, some of you like poem, writing, all this kind of acting, all this kind of things. But you must connect your passion with what? Your freedom of studying school. You go to church for spirituality. You come to school for what? Intelligence. Okay? Not experience. It is when you now get out of school, the intelligence will start to become what? Experience. Experience that you can now turn to an educational service or product. Let's go to the next one. Let's go to the next one, please. No, go back. So creating sustainability is accounting for your health, your time, and money. For you to be productive with your design thinking, you must be able to account for your time, your health, and your money. Okay? You must do that under creating sustainability. That's what creating is. So you are creating adaptability and creating sustainability. Creating sustainability will allow you to account for your time, your money, and your health. Remember now, even if you are working for a company, you will still need to account for the money you've been given to perform a task. Okay? And you must stay healthy to be able to create. Okay? So let's move to the next slide. Okay, so design thinking by me, that's my name, Oluwole Aboyade. Next slide. Thank you very much. So we're going to pause here as we start our practical now. Now, the practical, you can see now the final thing now has design thinking, right? Now, this design thinking now, the question at the beginning was to bring awareness to design thinking. Right? So what's the best possible way to bring awareness to design thinking? For other students who are not in this class, to know what design thinking is about. What do you think we should do? Can somebody give a shot? Yeah, come over, please. Clap for you, please. Come over.
Through the use of social media, we can share awareness through flyers, posters, announcements, and church services.
Thank you very much, Pastor. Did you see, did you hear me? You said we can use posters, we can use social media like Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, or X now, we call it X, and YouTube to create awareness, right? Great. But guys, here's the question to that. You see, from his own solution now, he's coming up with the idea of idea. He's coming up with an idea. That is what's happening on that idea. That idea is giving us another one problem. Because the question is, what are you going to use to do the advertisement? Somebody else's image? Are you going to use somebody else's image to do the advertisement? So, can you see how they're trying to define the problem and solve the problem now? Are you going to, if you use somebody else's image on the internet, they will say copyright infringement. You have to pay for it. If you use somebody else's music, they will say copyright infringement. You have to pay for it. In the advertisement, right? So, what other way can we do the advertisement so that other students who are not in this class can know about design thinking? Can somebody come out and tell me? A female, this time around. A female? Can somebody try? A female student? Can somebody? Any idea as to what we can do for everyone? Clap up, please.
Design thinking is a methodology that helps you create a vision that follows this entrepreneurial process. That makes sense.
the awareness. We have to do something. So you want to do it, right? Hey, come. Clap for her, please.
We can either like speak to them verbally about it, or maybe we can use our design thinking mind to create our own images or create our own. We're still going to use like social media to promote it, but we can just use our own stuff, our own music, and our things.
That's good. Okay, now guys, at this point, I'm going to answer that question from my own view. I think we can start with an 100 naira envelope. So what I'm going to do is quickly, I will select a few to perform this practical. Hold on. One. So as I'm giving you the envelope, you will be able to express on the back of the envelope what you think we can use as an image to advertise to others outside of here about design thinking. It's not everybody that's going to do it, just a few. Just look, the rest of you can just observe. Okay? Here. So I have two here. Let's have, So you can use your pen to just come up with something. Don't worry if you can't draw. Don't worry if you make mistakes. Just come up with something. There. Okay. So you have to return the envelope by time is 5:45. So you can put something at the back. Okay, you want to. Okay, you want to do this, right? You can do something at the back. Look at what I did. I just took the leaves from the tree and the fruit and I made the arrangement. So you can express it from the back of the envelope. What do people can use to, okay, you can raise up your hand if you want. Raise up your hand if you want. Envelope. That's good. Raise up your hand if you want envelope. You can express what you want us. And then at the front of the envelope, write your name and your matric number. Please. Yes. At the front of the envelope, write your name and your matric number. You have to remember in design thinking, you must not be ashamed of your creation. You don't know what it will come to, okay? That's good. A lot of you are offering to partake. So you can use your pen at the back of the envelope, try and give us something that can help us advertise design thinking to other students. Okay, that's good. Okay, that's good. Now, I'm going to share with you what I think we can use. For me, you guys keep doing it. Keep doing what you're doing, okay? Guys, start to do it because very soon I'm going to collect the envelopes. You can write something like a poem, whatever it is. You can draw something. Just express yourself in an easy, simple, accessible, legible way that people can, when somebody reads the envelope, they'll say, or look at the envelope, they'll say, wow, I love this artistic expression, or I love this poem, or I love what this person said. It could be a word. What I did, I said design thinking, and I put the fruit, right? But guess what? So you can see what he has over here is a singlet. So I printed what we have over there. Is this original? Will it get the attention of people? Guys, no. That is part of the testing stage. In the testing stage, there are people that will like your idea, which is your prototype. This is a prototype. Right? Some people will like it, some people will not like it. Some people will even say, let's change the design. You don't have to be afraid or be mad at them. Their input is very, very what? Necessary. That is why you have design thinking as a process that is not linear, but what? You can loop it. You can loop it. You are open to learn about change. You are open to adapt and sustain adaptability to create a final product. This is what we call a prototype. It's not the final word product. Are you seeing what I'm saying? But if this product is not visible to something we can use, we've not done design thinking. Design thinking must be able to help us get something we can actually take a look at and evaluate it and observe it and test it and use it and have access to it. Am I making points now? You see, if I was just talking, I was just thinking, hey, this is the idea I have, but the idea is there. Can you go to profit? So from here now, we are already getting closer to what? To the market. Are you seeing the point now? It's already a product now. Can you see how design thinking works? That's how design thinking. And you can look at it. I'm not using the image of somebody else. In the whole of the internet space, you cannot have anybody with the copyright to these images in the whole of the world. That's the truth. That is originality. That is creativity. So, do you understand the concept of design thinking now? Yes. So, thank you, Francis. I also have another one here. Now you come forward. Quick. So hold all the things so that you can see. Hold it. So on this one, we have the stages. And I had somebody in my 400 level class just did some drawing to express the stages. And it became also a singlet. Now, this singlet, if I give it to somebody and they wear it, maybe while they are playing on the field, what do you think it's doing? It's advertising the class. And because it's not something you can see on the internet for now, you will draw the attention of people to what is design thinking. They will ask questions. And once they're asking questions about your product, you're already doing what? Testing. It's not a problem because you have to be answering the question. From there, you now see somebody might even say, I want this, can you get me one? Demand is already what? Building. And from that idea, you can move to other ideas, and that's how you become what? The entrepreneur. That's what I'm saying. That's how you become what? The entrepreneur. Am I making sense? So you saw that from the beginning of the class to this very moment, we did not use somebody else's image on the internet. We stuck with what? Original creation. And we took nature to what? To design. And we made that design to become a prototype. And that prototype became a product that we can now do what? Modify, beautify, and advance to become profitable. To give us that wealthy, healthy state of existence. To become the entrepreneur. Okay? So now, please, if you are done with the envelope, I have that. Let's see what you have. Okay, so let's see what she has. She says, the world will be a better place once we allow the power of love to overcome the love of power. That's a good one. Next. Okay, so she said design thinking. Okay, though your mind is wavering, trying to make an impact in your space, you keep up your pace to create, you meditate, think about what you can bring, let the world know you are a king. Next, please. What's that look? Quick, return them. For 4 minutes. Thank you. Okay, this person said design thinking Go and find your destination. And he did this artistic expression here. Now, guys, this is his prototype. This prototype has issues. And you shouldn't be mad at this. You are supposed to do this at the back of the envelope where you have space to do so. Remember, when we're defining design thinking, we're talking about creation, the creation of space. The back of the envelope is space. Every one of you is space. The space made you have a shirt and your trousers. The space is called what? A body. And in the process of doing this, that space becomes a value that is greater than 10 naira. This is the envelope without any artistic expression is just 10 naira. But once you do an artistic expression there that becomes attractive to people and you start to modify it, the 10 naira will have a value greater than 10 naira. It could be $10. It could be 10 pounds. Are you understand what I'm saying? So, this is a great act. What we're going to do is get to another end because here is where you're supposed to do it. And make it legible. Legibility. Okay? So we're going to get to another end. Oh, bring it so that in our next class I will get you. Next one, General. Okay. Please clap for me, please. A video of students explaining design thinking can be posted on different social media. Please clap for me. Oh, video. That's a wonderful one. Video is very powerful in the age of artificial intelligence. Okay? That's very cool. Okay? Let's see this one. Okay, this one is a puzzled life for a puzzled mindset. And she has artistic expression. That's a wonderful one. That's a wonderful one. Don't your envelope. This one has light on the end of a faceless boy. Think big. What's the big deal? What's the big idea? That's a wonderful one. Okay, so look at the same mistake. You were supposed to do it at the back and write your name in front. So this is the back of the envelope. Okay, so that's okay. So what he did was he came up with design thinking, and we came up with some sort of image to describe that. This is wonderful. Design thinking is the power of an entrepreneur. That's it. Okay. Okay, design thinking. Think through your space. This is good. Design thinking, and it just gave us a short clip. TV, design thinking. This person said, okay, you made the same mistake. So now it's a brain, design thinking. Space is very important. Once you don't get the right space, you will disrupt the image. Okay. I remember your customers don't understand what you're thinking. Design. But it's a wonderful expression. Creativity means of art, imaginable and unique. Brings attraction, intelligence, and improves thinking. That's what it is. And we design for a flyer, and we have possibility, mentality, decision, design thinking. Okay, that's a good one. Let's see now. Okay, I think this is the best so far. So look at what she did at the back. Design thinking, and she was able to use design thinking to come up with artistic expression using words. And she summarized everything in class with perfection. Ideas, text, prototype, empathize, adaptability, creative, sustainability, define. Defining ideas and creativity, and then this one is portraying ideas and what? And bringing it to life. This is wonderful. Now, that is what we're saying. design thinking, okay, this is very good. What he did was, I like the king out of the design thinking. That is very, very creative. That is design thinking, and this person has artistic expression, and this is all. And then this one has a question about design thinking. Design thinking, to look beyond the horizon, is a way to become one of the reason. Okay, that's a good one. And then we also have design thinking, and he has, okay, this is a very good one too, trying to use the envelope to teach us the process and the stages. That's good. Now, guys, we are already at 10:47, and we're going to round up now. So, we have a winner already. My sister, please come over here. And, guys, listen. I wanted to take this to the other class I'm going, but I'm going to make an exception because I can always do another quiz. You are going to now find somebody and give this together. So, that person will have the prototype. Design thinking. Find anybody. So let us find person. Okay, oh man. Come on. So this is the guy that ended up with our logo for design thinking here at Thank you very much. What's your name?
My name is Nito. Nito now with
So there you go. So that is what we're saying. Once your design is usable, accessible, affordable, it is what? It is wealthy, healthy state. Because you have to remember, we are all looking for a way to create value. Okay? That is the goal of the entrepreneur. Okay? So thank you very much. My name is Oluwole Aboyade, and thank you for the opportunity. See you next time.
Can we give him a round of applause? I'm sure you enjoyed the class. So, like I said, open your mind and be creative. Use the mind. The Bible says you have what? The mind of Christ, isn't it? So explore it, engage it, use it, and come up, design something from your thinking, and then it will be announced in Jesus' name. Okay, we have another person in our midst today. His name is
Okay, I'll take a look at it.
Director Angel.
Okay, thank you.
He is the former CEO and student council chairperson. He has an announcement to make. He wants to introduce us to something that will be useful for you. Can we give him a hand of applause?
Thank you very much. Good morning, everybody. So, introduction and control. So, I'll be very quick since time is finishing. So,